2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final.
Without further ado, let's get into the coverage of this exciting event.
Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey, and with me in the booth is 2002 PGA champion Rich B.
I'm ready to get going into this, Luke.
Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Oh, he's found the trees. It's disappointing. All this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it? Getting ready to play their third. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
He finds himself in a share of 13th. Time to tee off at the second.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three, with whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Going with the hybrid. He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
This is their 5th shot. Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
This is what they have left for bogey.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. That's a good putt to make, that one. Sitting at 3 over for the day.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
And hopefully they've been able to give themselves a little pep talk after that unfortunate result at the last. They need to focus here and set up the next tee shot.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par threes should be had.
Opting for the 5-iron. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. This is a par putt. Okay, steady now. Okay, let's head to the next. And now at +4 for the event.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Time for the second shot here at the 4th. This would be a great up and down. Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. That will work. Now 7 shots behind after that. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Lovely effort, that. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 145 yards. Launched that one into space. Wow.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for birdie here.
It's just about 3 feet away. Well hold. Let's move on. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Just a 4-footer remaining. Solid par putt, that. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Oh, bold play here. Going with the chief off the tee.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. Appears to have overcooked this one. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. That's not your best effort on the greens. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. We've reached the 8th hole.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Going with the 5-iron here. Yep, that shot safely on the green. What's in front of them, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Super shot, that. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play. And this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Oh, good shot that. Right inside the range. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Ooh, right by the hole. All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. Nice stroke. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. We've reached the beginning of the back nine, the 10th.
Par 4, this hole plays so much more difficult than the yardage. Water to the left of the green, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. Find the fairway, you'll have a good look at making birdie. You miss the fairway, good luck. 4s, 5s, and 6s come into the equation.
That's not the shot they're after.
And coming up well short.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Big par saver coming up for this fella. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Such soft hands.
Par putt coming up here. Good looking putt. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's just inside the range. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
5 feet coming up to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
And there it is. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. This hole here is a par 4.
Par 4, back up the hill, 447 yards. This is an adventure-filled par 4.
This shot from 120 yards.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Oh, that's a great shot. And sets up a birdie look here at the 13th. It's got a chance. That was a gallant attempt. Putting for a par here. This one started out on a good line. Currently at +3 for the event. Now on the tee of a long par 4.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Lovely, lovely rhythm.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Parts can be made.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Surely it's going to.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. We've arrived at a par 4.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
Time for the second shot at the 15th. Going with the pitching wedge here. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
How close was that to going down? And if this can go down, he'll save par. Oh, just missed. And down it goes. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
Going with the 8-iron here. Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
That'll sting a bit.
I think they gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
Good putt, that. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston, I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shots so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Well, out of the bunker and onto the green, but still a fair bit of effort to go here. Putting for par. Well, that's a bit disappointing. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. That limits the damage. Currently at 4 over for the day.
Not much happening, moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
Well, they've found the bunker, but a chance to maybe save from there. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Ouch, that hurts. Big putt for par coming up.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul-searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling.
UK Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School final. We're glad to have you with us as we kick off our coverage of this event. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with my mate Rich Beam in the booth. And Beamer, this player really hasn't been getting it going in this tournament, finds himself trailing the lead. What are your expectations of them today?
Well, certainly they're stuck in second gear out there, aren't they? They just make a birdie or two and then they give it back with a bogey. So they need to quit making mistakes. They need to go ahead and start putting this thing in third and fourth gear and start cruising down the highway a little bit quicker, because right now they're trailing. They can't afford to give any more back.
It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's see how it unfolds. Getting ready to play their third. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Here we have a par 5.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
This is like a bad lie with a bit of grilled bad lie on top, sprinkled with dashings of bad lie.
And here we are with the third shot. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one might need to set. Yeah, that was a safe play. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Ooh. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. 6 feet remaining to the cup. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here at the third hole.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. Setting up here with a very long putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. 11 feet left to the hole. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just a short putt remaining here. And that's now 5 over for the tournament. Oh, I love the strategy of a short par 4. Good luck here.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
Was on a good line. This one's for birdie.
Looks good.
Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole. Sitting at 4 over for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Setting up now on a par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one.
Looking for another birdie here.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one will run uphill.
Okay, steady now. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Putt is underway.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Two great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
This one is headed to the right. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. And a par putt awaits him. That's frustrating. Oh, a 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. Back-to-back bogeys is never nice, but in she goes.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Currently at 6 over par.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
I've seen bigger slices at artichoke pizza. Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be. Well played, mate. Getting ready to play their third.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. And this one is for his par. Yeah, you'll take that. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3 to say the least.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
And this putt coming up for his par. Well done. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Playing from around 150 yards here.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
It's always good to cozy it up to the hole on a long putt, isn't it? An opportunity to make a par here. Rich, cut day today, always filled with a little bit of nerves for a lot of players out there, but this player's in a pretty good position.
Just above the cut line currently. It is a nervous time indeed for this player.
Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway. And they've found themselves in the first cut. Choosing the 9-iron here.
Yeah, that lie was mean. Not a bad escape.
Ooh, that almost went down. Let's see if we can make this and keep the par on the card. That was a gallant attempt. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
And there it is. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Well, it looks like it's too much club on this one.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Guys, you know the worst lie you've ever seen? Yeah, times that by 10. This is nasty.
A par putt on the table. No, that's too bad. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. That one goes down for bogey.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. Now teeing off on the 12th hole.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. You'll need it.
Not bad. From around 180 yards out.
Wind is going straight at his back.
Opting for the 9-iron. Oh, stop it. What a shot. Always nice to have a birdie putt. This is a good chance. Oh, so close. And that should secure the par on this one. Currently at +8 for the event. This hole is a long par 4.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. He has this putt to save his par. That was a narrow miss. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Currently at +9 for the event. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
That's nicely done. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Bit offline, that one. You're now into the lap of the golfing gods. And this shot from the bunker. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some. An important par save.
That gets the job done. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Par 4, 421 yards. A seemingly simple par 4.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Breeze coming right into his melon.
Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. Ouch, that hurts. This putt is for double bogey. Now plus 11 overall. Let's hope that double bogey doesn't haunt them on this one. That was tough.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
That one's headed right and staying right.
This would be a great up and down. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
And here we are with their fourth. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. That's well holed. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this. Ooh, right by the hole. And this one will be for bogey. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Here we go, Rich. We're at the lucky last, teeing off the 18th hole.
Players will be thinking birdie, but 6s and 7s will come along if you're not careful.
This lie's not great. This shot is about 140 yards out.
Four right.
That was a bit of a miscue. Playing their fourth shot. All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. 11 feet to the cup. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This one's for bogey. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul-searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full-time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey, delighted to be alongside 2002 PGA champion Rich Beam.
Looking forward to the action out on the golf course today, Luke.
That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth.
Time for the second shot into the first. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, well played.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe?
Players want to take out any club, driver 3, with whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This is about 24 feet for him here. Their boldness paid off. They've got this for the eagle.
Oh, that would have been outstanding to make the eagle. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. He's in a share of 7th place. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Par 3, measuring 208 yards, a difficult par 3 to say the least.
Well, that's a handy shot. Well, this would be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
It's a lot slower going up the hill than what this player read.
He's in a share of 5th position. The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Sitting at 1 under. Currently tied for 5th place. And this putt to move into a tie for 2nd. Get excited. This could go in. And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Time to face a par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Playing from around 160 yards. Just 1 shot back now. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. A share of top spot on the leaderboard awaits if they can make this putt. That's disappointing.
A little too cautious on that effort there, Luke.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Just 1 off the lead after that hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Getting ready to play their third. 1 stroke off the lead. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Oh, just missed. Bogey putt coming up here. He finds himself in a share of 7th.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
This hole is a par 5.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and getting rewarded for it.
Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. Oh, he's up, Tiger. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Well, what a shame. A 3 putt for par there. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one's headed right, Rich. No green in reg, but a chance to save their par. Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Great touch. Really nicely played.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here. Wow, that drive, incredible stuff. Over 300 yards. Huh.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind? And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 shots off the lead. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for a par.
Just didn't drop. And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Teeing off now on the 10th hole.
Par 4 straight away. A hole that is simple and difficult all in the same breath.
It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if they'll find it, though. That's a heavy lie this player has drawn.
Well, that was to be expected from that lie.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. And in it goes for the par. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. This hole is a par 3.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Well, there's the lie in the green side bunker. Can they get this one up and down? This is a par putt. That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. And that'll be a bogey for them on this hole. Trailing by 7 after that hole. Let's head to the 12th hole.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
This shot from around 210 yards. Not a bad play, that one.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. An opportunity to make their par. Okay, steady now. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Down it goes, but that's back-to-back bogeys. Time to lift.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
Handy effort, that one. 3 over for the day. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Wonderfully played. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Yeah, nicely holed. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
That's a high caliber shot.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Parts can be made.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Well holed. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful. Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
And from about 105 yards.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
And he needs this to save par.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. And we've arrived at a par 3.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
Nothing good out on the right-hand side, Luke. This headed for trouble.
Oh, almost went in. Big par saver coming up for this fella. That's frustrating. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This will be a good bogey.
Yeah, you'll take that. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Nicely done.
Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston, I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. It was on a good line. It's just about 3 feet away. Yep, well holed for bogey.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard.
Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have sixes and sevens.
That's not going to find the fairway. Getting ready to play their third. Always a tough shot to get out of.
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Playing their fifth shot. This one for bogey. Oh, what a stroke. Oh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.